Thank you for joining me for yet another unboxing video. And today we're talking about the gods of our youth. Yes, we're talking about Greek gods. We're talking about Roman gods. We're talking about the high heavens. A board game brought to you by Wild Power Games, created by Ryan Lesser. Welcome, intrepid warrior. You have heeded the cry to battle and enter the arena with foolhardy, albeit praiseworthy intentions. Clearly, you believe yourself capable of intervening in matters of the gods, and nothing will change your mind. Neither rational arguments nor dire warnings to set this box down now and sprint away in the opposite direction post haste. Why listen? Because Zeus is watching. Because Odin will have his revenge. Because you tread in the footsteps of the fallen. If you dare continue, prepare for what comes next, a cosmic battle of legendary proportions, pitting you against a brutal and crafty opponent. Are you heroic enough? Can you vanquish the pantheon of gods in his corner? Will you, mere mortal, escape their wrath to emerge victorious? Only the gods can know for certain, and they're not telling. Again, High Heavens, a game by Ryan Lesser, brought to you by Wild Power Games. And of course, a picture of everything that's included in the game. Again, it's for 2 to 4 players, lasts about 30 to 60 minutes, ages 8+. For more information, go to highheavensgame.com. So let us crack this bad boy open and see what kind of goodness we have on the inside. Okay, before we look at the rule book, I'm going to pull out our neoprene mat board that they gave us that came along in this game. So that's pretty nice looking. Very sharp, if you ask me. So just take a look at this up close real quick. It's a neoprene mat, nice and thick, rolls out beautifully. We have numbers here going from number 1 to 36. As we go up here, again up top here, we have the numbers 36, 1 through 36 again. And there it is, High Heavens. So there is your game board. There we are. Okay. So let's take a look at the rule book. High Heavens, a game by Ryan Lesser. Here you go, the rule book. Game components. Ring chips. Disposable traps. Poison. Armor bonus. Attack bonus. Health, architecture. Here's the High Heavens board, set up exactly the way I have it in front of you. You get the ring chips that go up top. You have the Norse gods versus the Greek gods. You have the heavens, empty hex, invoking hex, home base hex, central hex. The sideboards, action lane, home base health, draw, discard. Thor, Zeus, Ares. Okay. Pantheon cards. God cards. Thor. 8 health, 4 movement, 3 melee power, 3 range, 3 range power. Mjolnir. Divine power cards. Flight of the Valkyrie. Norse action. So it gives you a breakdown of what everything means on the card. On both of them. Front and back. Okay. Object of the game. High Heavens is a 2-player game and is won by performing one of the following feats. Eliminate your opponent's entire pantheon of gods. Reduce the health of the opposing home base, Asgard or Mount Olympus, to 0. There's your game setup. Your turn sequence. You got phase 1, which is your actions. They cost, each of your actions cost power. You can invoke, you got health, you can attack, you can move, you can acquire armor bonuses, use special abilities, use divine power cards. Phase 2 is the cleanup. Phase 3 is to draw back. Have to have five cards in your deck in your hand at all times. Additional rules: standing, falling, and smiting. Health bonus, attack bonus, armor bonuses. Alternate rules: omnipotence, rolling runes, home is where the hearth is, 4 players, tips and your credits. And then you have expansions sets. You have the Egyptian Gods, the Bloody Deck, the Terrain Pack, digital games, and you have resin miniatures. In the back, you have your quick reference sheet: game objective, game setup, turn sequence, what each of the rings represent. Okay, for more information, again, wildpowergames.com. So there you go. There's your rule book. Here's your battle board. So in here, you have your tracker, sundial. It goes right over here, tracking that. Okay. You get one for each side, so you get 2 of those. You have Mount Olympus, you have Asgard. So those are the 2 regions we'll be fighting over today. Again, deck of cards. I'm going to open those up off camera. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Again, all the fronts are the same. So there's only 1 deck of cards here. All right, so we got Ares, Greek god of war, gives you your stat lines. Anger of Ares, which is his extra special rule. Son of Zeus and Hera, Ares is feared and revered by other Olympians as dangerous, overwhelming, and destructive force. All right, gives you a little background about him. Cool artwork. So Asclepios, Athena, Kronos, Hades, Apollo, Hephaestus, Heracles, Hermes, Artemis, Poseidon, and Zeus, Greek god of thunder. Its movement: king of the gods. Once per turn, Zeus may trade hexes with a standing Greek god. Down there it says, hidden from his father Kronos so as not to be consumed, Zeus led the Olympians against the Titans to become king of the gods. Gifts of Hermes, Greek action. Hestia's blessing, a Greek action. And Sorcel, Greek action. Hestia's columns, a Greek action. Hestia's columns, Greek action. So it says place 3 stack on any 2 empty hexes. Again, we're stacking things. So disable a single god for 1 round. Move that god 1 hex in any direction. And Sorcel adds 2 to this god. 2 wounds to that god. Okay, Greek action adds 5 to the health of Mount Olympus, not to exceed the game's starting value. This must be over here. These must be the wounds for Mount Olympus and Asgard. Gift of Hermes, Greek action, move up to 3 Greek gods, up to 3 hexes each. And then we get talked about all those guys already. All right, moving on. Thunderbolt, a Greek action, deal 4 damage to a single hex and 2 damage to all adjacent hexes. Shield does not block this damage. So it's Thunderbolt. And Armor of Ares, Greek action, add 2 defense to a single god. Massive Kopis, Greek action, add 1 weapon to a single god. Apparate, Greek action, when invoking 1 god this turn, invoke them on any central hex. Greek action, randomly discard 2 cards from an opponent's hand. Another Greek action. All right, so that's your deck of cards and your gods and goddesses for the Greeks. So we'll put those over here. Oop. Bring these down here. So those are your Greeks that are jumping into the fray. Then we have your Asgardians. We have Thor, Norse god of thunder, with his powers. Mjolnir, once per turn, Thor deals +1 range damage. Son of Odin and Jord, Thor is hungry for a challenge. His dwarf forged warhammer Mjolnir, the mountain crusher, always hits its target and returns to Thor's hand. Right. And you got Odin, Loki, Balder, Freyr, Tyr, Hel, Heimdall, Hoder, Dun, Vidar, Magni. So those are your gods, your Norse gods. Then you have armored Norse action. Add 1 defense to a single god. Battle axe, Norse action. Add 1 weapon to a single god. Skadi's snare, Norse action. Loki's morph, earthquake, Odin's eye, berserk, double bladed axe, Brunhild's ring of fire, flight of the Valkyrie, disable, and you get 2 free cards. It looks like that if you lose one, you can always rewrite them up there. Health, movement, melee, power, range, and power. All right, there you go. So those are your cards for your Norse gods and your 2 blanks. So there you go. You have your Norse gods versus your Greek gods. Now, part of this game is adding rings. Now, the rings mean something, these rings. So if you look down here, green means poison. White means armor bonus. Means a weapon bonus or attack bonus. Red means health. White means architecture. So these things, I'm assuming, are going to be around here like this. Whatever. And your characters will land on them. Gotta make sure they're up the right way. And they connect it. See how that works? And that's how you're gonna track your powers. So again, I'll get back to the figures in a minute. But that's how these discs are used. So for this game here, you have quite a few different colored discs. And all the discs are made the same. So I'm going to show them to you this way. You've got this many red. You've got green. You've got the white, the black, the silver. And of course, as I just showed you, you have the orange, which go right there. You also have some lightning bolt tokens. Get 3 of those. So I'm going to put these down here. Put the rule book over here again. I'm going to start moving this stuff up because we're going to need to show you a little bit more. Move this over to here. Move these over to here. I move these guys, these suckers up here so you can see those as well. Again, those are the trackers that go over here. So let's take a look at some of our figures. They're a little bent. It's okay. A little warm water, straighten them right back out again. Highly detailed miniatures. Very, very, very well done. Very, very cool. And this is the reason why I picked up this game, is because I saw these figures. I was like, wow, these are really, really impressive figures. And they're epic scale, which is what I really like. These are your Norse gods. I think that's Thor right there, if I'm not mistaken. or maybe that's Thor, I'm not sure. Oh, wait a minute. Yep. So they have a kind of a greenish hue to them. So again, the detail on these figures are really cool. Again, they have the bases where you put the rings on them. Again, so you could show you by example. It's really very, very simple. I just don't want to take all the rings out of the box. There's another example with the red ring. Just boom, goes right in there. It tells you where he stands. Literally. Go on and come off just that easily. It's actually a unique way to do things, which I actually like that. And there you go. You just match up the figures with their cards. So there you have it. A couple mold lines there which you can fix. Again, you spray paint these up, paint them up real quick. They'll look awesome. So there you go. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of those. Now the Greeks won't be outdone, as they normally won't be. Go. Again, the photos on the cards will help you to identify who is who. Again, really great sculpts on these. Again, just showing you again for demonstration purposes. Base goes on it like that. It's easy to detect what they have extra, whatever kind of power they might have. And then we have this. He's leaning over a bit. So again, put him in a little bit of warm water. He'll straighten right back out again. And Hera's not looking too good here. So we want to make sure she stays up there somehow. There it is. Just going to bend over. So anyway, and so there's this stuff. And of course, I'm going to bring this over here just real quick. So that gets included. And those are all of your, well, take this, put this over here. Put this over here so you see that. And those are your bases, stuff for underneath your bases. So you have your red, your green, your white, your black, your silver, and your orange. So this is everything that's included in this unboxing. And this concludes our unboxing for the board game High Heavens. game by Ryan Lesser, Wild Power Games. I didn't show you the side of the box, so it's really, really cool artwork. Really gives you the flair for the game that you're about to play. Really digging the artwork. Really digging the artwork. Looks like a really, really fun game. So there you have it. Again, high heavens. As always, thank you so much for joining me on this unboxing, for this unboxing video. It's truly appreciated. If you enjoyed the video, you can always hit the subscribe button. This way you're kept up to date as to whatever we release new content to the page. It's also appreciated if you have any comments to make, please leave it in the comment section below. And you could also, if you enjoyed the video, give us a thumbs up. It would be truly appreciated. As always, thank you so much for joining us. Be safe, be well, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll catch you on the next unboxing video.